Oh my God. I love you guys so much. Welcome to the live, guys. Happy Friday. Everyone who reads It Must Converse is the channel. And we're ready to party, right? God, it's so good to see all the buds hanging out. That's for sure. Christina, thank you for staying up late with me. I'm sure it took that many cups of coffee. I drink coffee only in the morning. If I drink coffee in the evening, I can't hang. What's up, Daniel? Daniel Backer, Off the Wall Novels. I love it. Christy Louise Dostoevsky in space. Thanks for coming by. I hope you're feeling awesome. I hope that you're feeling well and replenished and all that. Hey, Pavio, at attention. We're doing. I have roped Pavio into a buddy read, and we'll get to that in a little bit. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be completely awesome tonight. Hey, Vonter Stellar, nice to see you. Happy Friday. Thanks for coming by. Yasmin to the Lit House. Hi. Always cool to see you, Yasmin. Yes, the Bookish Bryant's in the house. Rocking. I tell you, my hey buddy, uh, my week has been brutal. Hey Falcon, what's up, buddy? Tyler, right? I'll try to call you by your name. I'll try. Hey Alan, what's up, buddy? Nice to see you for sure. What a brutal week. Completely brutal. My work week has been hard as hell, and I tell you, I'm just a guy, so I kind of naturally compartmentalize things. And when the work week is over, it's like done. Like I shut a door, and I don't worry about it anymore. And it's crazy to me that it was only a few hours ago that I ended my week because this week has been oppressive. I had a friend, my helper on my truck, did not show up all week. Didn't show up all week. And on top of that, I'm taking out another guy with me on my truck that can't do the job that I'm doing, doesn't know anything about it, but he's there just to support me, right? And then I'm training another crew to do what I do. I'm like, oh, this is it's ridiculous. I went off on my supervisor a couple of times. Hey Trish, nice to see you. Good evening. And what a weekend, it's not over. Well, the rest of the week for me is all smooth sailing. Once I get to the end of work on Friday, it's smooth sailing for me. It is hot. It is hot here. I am going to the pool tomorrow. Zelda and I have already talked about it. I got the okay from her that we're going to do a pool day tomorrow. Daddy daughter pool day. Hey Danny, nice to see you. Thanks for coming by, y'all. Hey Ineffable. Boom, baby. Friday night. It's on. Is Noah on? We can't see it. You can't see me? Come on. You can see me. Everybody else can see me, I think. Hey Moon Palm. Thanks for coming by. Happy Friday night for sure. Very literary Carrie in the house. I love to see you, Carrie. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank goodness for compartmentalization. For sure. It is for sure something that I that I must do, that I have to, I refuse to let one part of my life that is not fun to really have it say over my mind state, other than when I'm at work or something like that. Hey Jen, hiya, happy Friday. Thanks for coming by. All right, so looks like we're ready to go. I'm going to. Oh no! Oh no! That's brutal, Trish. Oh no. Well, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, right? Wow. Wow. I tell you, that is brutal. Very cool. I'm glad you could make it too, Carrie. So when I'm looking over like this, that's because I'm looking at my laptop that is giving me the chat down there. And that's where I do it. Oh, yes. The end of Beautiful You. You finished it. I tell you, I love Beautiful You. That is my favorite Palahniuk. Chuck Palahniuk is Beautiful You. And it is the most well written. The ending just gets you, like, it's so good. And if you're turned on to Chuck Palahniuk and you want some more of like kind of what he does, the other one that is second best to me is Survivor. It's really really cool, a cool read. Pavio, I would love for you to do a video where you just open that box, unpack the Palahniuk Pavio tension for everybody to see. Hey, Travis. Myers Mega Fictional Musings is Travis. Thank you very much, buddy, for coming by. Nice to see you. I do like Palahniuk. Um I don't like Palahniuk now. You know what I mean? I I don't I, I don't like I really dislike that Adjustment Day. I mean that book, it really is bad. It really is bad. I swear, Bryant's, I'm on. I'm on, I promise. Hey, hey Pavia, if you want to get on the live tonight, you can get on the live tonight. I have a lot to talk about, but if you want to, you are more than welcome to get on the live tonight. Christy would love it, and I would love it as well. So if it's cool, if you're in a position where you can, then that's cool. If not, then no worries. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know what Pavio's problem is, to tell you the truth. I don't know what Pavio's problem is. Hey, Summer! I hope the move is going well. I hope everything's going cool um with you, Summer, and it's all good, and we are definitely just right along with you. What are we talking about tonight, Trish? We're going to talk books. We're going to talk books, baby. That's what I do. That's exactly what I do. Hey, Rainbow Sky Gay and Proud. Thank you so much for coming by the channel. It's always cool to see you. Happy Friday. And Jen. Jen's even more off the timing than Christina is. I think Christina might have fell asleep. I haven't seen Christina around yet. You'd like to talk about Marlon James? Well, there you go, baby. That's the first one I'm showing. I'm gonna show first, just like what I want to, because I haven't done it most lives. Just let everybody know that I straight up have been monetized for 3 months, and it is sitting at $25. I limit all the ads. I don't want YouTube money. I don't give a crap about YouTube as far as, you know, um, monetization and getting into this kind of thing. I became a partner with YouTube to limit their ads on my stuff so that I could have control over that and to limit that. So I do it as much as possible. You will never have an ad in the middle of my videos if I can help it, as long as they allow me to make that call. And they are right now, and that's just it. So I just limit them as much as I can. But that means that my revenue is nothing. You know what I mean? It's nothing. It just doesn't matter. So how to support the channel is bam, right here. This is a free, no overhead, free for me, free for you, as far as any kind of um extra, thing taken out, where you can support my book habit and also support just the content, because I just use my phone. I just use normal stuff. And when it comes down to it, I will be doing more if I have a little fund that is for that. And that's what that will be for. So just to let you know, I don't know Marlon James. I don't know Marlon James at all. And I got turned on to Marlon James because everybody loves Marlon James, A Brief History of Seven Killings. This is something that happens regularly on Instagram, and sometimes on BookTube as well, where people talk. But this has been sent to me to read, and I was like, you got it, because it's from somebody who I definitely um respect their opinion in books. So it is on. What's up, Peg? How you doing? Peg with the freaking awesome hauls. I swear you don't stop. I love it. I'm like eating popcorn. Peg's hauls are epic. Hey, Christina. Nice to see you. Thanks for making it. And yeah, I had called it out earlier. I said, well, maybe she fell asleep. Maybe she fell asleep because uh she hasn't talked yet. But you had enough coffee. Success. Achievement attained, Christina, and it's so cool to be with you and everybody. Dang, come on, Bryant. I'm so sorry to hear that. Scott and Becky, I wish we could get you. I wish we could get you right. Um, I would say just close it all out, even reboot the phone, and then come at it again. You know. I miss Barb at the font as well, Alan, for sure. I miss Barb at the font. I wish that she was making content, at least, she was making content about once a week. Very cool. Later, Bryant's. She was making content pretty steady. Once a week was her kind of way. Yeah, Christina gets the Night Owl Booktuber badge for sure. I love it. Dude, Christy, you are like the most awesome everyone who reads it must converse supporter that there ever was. Hold on. I got a new book that I didn't pull down, so I grabbed it right now. And thank you, Christy, for actually making me remember it, just because we both love. Thank you, Vonter Stellar. I love the crowd that kind of comes on and hangs out with me. That's for sure. Lee Kempter, happy Friday. Thanks for coming by. So, somebody we both love, and I have gotten a book that will get me closer to completing my holdings from this author, but I don't have everything even still. And it is Mystery and Manners by Flannery O'Connor. What a great addition, huh? So I've read this. I read it from the library years ago, and it is just different writings that she did. Some for like papers, journals, and talks. Some talks that she did, things like that. And so I didn't own it. And so I mean she has an essay on peacocks. It's great. But I didn't own it, so now I have it. And thank you, Desu Books. Her name is Tara. Desu Books on Instagram. It's DESU Books. She did a book exchange with me where she sent me this one and I sent her Albert Camus' The Myth of Sisyphus. So, a great trade for me because I like Camus, but I don't love Camus. But I love Flannery O'Connor. That's for sure. I need the prayer journal. That's what I need. The prayer journal, and I've never read it. I know you have, Christy. And I need the new one. There's a new book of writings out from Flannery O'Connor. Thank you, Trish. Thank you, Omar. Happy Friday. Nice to see you for sure. Yeah, it's really clean. Like it's unread. So Falcon, Tyler, had said when I got him on the live and we were just talking and hanging out when Sandy at Miss Reads a Lot came by too, and we had some fun. He said that Cormac McCarthy is his favorite author. And I have read Blood Meridian, and that's it. I don't think that I've read anything else. I do have the play that he wrote. Very, very short play that he wrote. Get her. Get him, Christina. So I figured when it comes down to it, when I'm in thrift stores and stuff, I see Cormac McCarthy all the time because there's Cormac McCarthy books everywhere, right? So I figured because of Tyler, I love the Myth of Sisyphus too. I mean, it's good. Right? The story of all our lives. So there you go. So because of you, brother, I decided to pick up every Cormac McCarthy that I see when I see them in the thrift stores because they're like a buck 50, and I'm going to get them and then I'm going to read them. So I have found over this week right here in one thrift store, I got All the Pretty Horses and No Country for Old Men. So All the Pretty Horses is first in the Border trilogy, and so I'll definitely start here with that. And I never read No Country for Old Men because I've seen the movie and I've seen the movie multiple times. And when I see a movie, then I don't really have a a reason to read the book. So I just don't go for it, you know? And most of the time it's like that. You're an influencer. You've influenced the influencer. The influencer becomes the influenced. You know what I mean? We're breaking boundaries, bro. We're moving this thing along. We are keeping this crap show rolling. Blood Meridian is awesome. I mean, it's just awesome. But it's not I mean, if you like Flannery O'Connor, William Faulkner, Southern Gothic kind of stuff, Cormac McCarthy is like that. I mean, it's Blood Meridian's hardcore. It's hardcore. And I have no doubt that most of his stuff is hardcore. Like that's just his style. Yeah. Um, but I'm gonna get more. I'm gonna get more because I have not. Very cool. Very cool, Tyler. And hey, nice. You know, Danny, um I still don't get alerts of any of your videos. I when I look at it, it says it's made for kids. I think that when it comes down to it, it might be something that is in the if you go to the studio and you open up the settings and these kind of things that are set to happen for every video, look at that and see if you have it set made for kids. Because thank you, Summer. Thank you for saying so. And it doesn't surprise me that Summer knows what's up because Summer is an amazing, voracious reader. Very cool. Thank you, Jen. And Yeah, I think McCarthy is not for everybody. And I did already. Well, see, I read McCarthy, I read Blood Meridian way before I've read any Faulkner. But when I read Faulkner, when I read As I Lay Dying, I was like, uh-huh, I see. I see where uh because Faulkner's kind of a poet and McCarthy is very, very poetic. Always images, 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 images. The book is always better, you know it. Very cool. I can't wait. I can't wait. You guys rock. God, you guys rock. What's a good first Cormac McCarthy? I wouldn't know. I mean, all I've read is Blood Meridian. That's like his most famous, if not The Road, because they made a movie about that, or No Country for Old Men, because they made a movie about that. But listen to Tyler here. Listen to Tyler because he uh he knows what he's talking about. Anybody who is going to say that they're their favorite author, then that's who you're going to kind of go for. Child of God. Nice. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Okay, on to it. So, more books that have come in this week that have been uh suggestions from booktubers, and this is my girl Yasmin at To the Lit House and my boy Mark Nash over there across the pond, and it is Lauren Benet. I found both of these in a half price, no, in a Second and Charles when I stopped by, just sitting right together on the shelf, like looking like they were made just for me. And I have been keeping my eye out for both of these titles because Mark Nash started talking about how awesome they were. And then Yasmin and I were talking about that video, and because she has read the seventh function of language, talking about how awesome it is. And I said, okay, I gotta get to it. And I think Yasmin, you've read both of these, right? And Mark Nash has read both of these as well. So this is a French author, Lauren Benet, and I can't wait. I can't wait. It's experimental fiction, but this is a historical fiction, and this is kind of a historical fiction too, as far as I gather. But there is a definite break from just being regular historical fiction. It is more of an experimental nature, more literary, because Lauren Benet does. Ooh, sorry, does some great stuff. It is great covers. I mean, it's great covers. This says, uh, "Long live the 777 Logos Club" on the hatchet. There, I love it. Love it. Love it. Thank you, Yasmin. I tell you, just like Yasmin says to me, "Oh, I'll read whatever, Noah. I'll read whatever with you. You just let me know. I will read whatever Yasmin suggests as well. We are completely buddy TBR twins, you know, like whatever we like is what we're going to like. And Yasmin, I got to show you. Look at what I picked up today. Are you ready? Are you sitting down? Are you chilling? Because what I picked up today, mm, no glare. The glare is ridiculous. This is like a mirror. The book is silver. It is a mirror. This is Labyrinths, Borges. And this is a New Directions paperback edition. Look how it's a mirror. It's silver. It's awesome. The whole book is a mirror. Oh my God. I love it. I love it so much. You can see, you can see all the stuff going on. I mean, for real. You want me to, I mean, for real. Uh, How about it? Yeah, this is a collection of stories that of course, you know, I have it, but I just couldn't I just couldn't help but get this edition because it's freaking beautiful. New Directions does great work, and I will collect every bit of Borges's writings. And then when I get everything, I will collect all the editions of Borges' writings because Borges is a genius, just a genius. Yes. Off the Wall Novels did an awesome. Off the Wall Novels is Daniel Backer. Daniel did an awesome video on Lon Ukbar. It's an amazing exploration that you did there, brother. And so uh y'all will know Off the Wall Novels if you saw my latest video exploring David Foster Wallace Oblivion, and it is hardcore. So you might not want to watch it. How fast do I read? Hey Eliza, how you doing? Nice to see you. Happy Friday. Um it depends on the text how fast I read. That's for sure. I can read a book. I know. I want to put it up. I'm going to put this one up like facing on my shelves in front of my other Borges. All right. Oh, I couldn't help it. Even though I own everything in here, you know, in my Penguin Classics deluxe editions right there, right? Everything that's in here is in that blue book, but even more. So, but I just couldn't help it. It's so good. Yeah, for sure. For sure, Daniel. You do good. You do good. Um we had a lot of fun with that Oblivion discussion. I really like where we got, brother. It was awesome. But I want to I just wanted to say that when it comes down to it, um anybody who loves Borges is like a friend of mine already, right? Nice. Very cool. Dr. Daniel Bobovec. All right. Well, I need to save that one. I'm gonna look at it. I'll get it after the live, and I'll get on that for sure. Another one that has been suggested by a booktuber is my boy Jack over at Rambling Raconteur had done a I don't remember, did he did a video on this. It's great. But we were talking about it so much, like while he was reading it, and he was asking me if I'd read it, and I was like, no, I don't know. But it is mentioned in Borges' short story, Approach to Al Mutassim, and it is The Conference of the Birds. Farid Attar. This is, of course, a Penguin Black Spine, unread. Look how clean, baby. Look how smooth. I love it. So the Conference of the Birds is a kind of a mythological story. That's right. That's what we're gonna get to it, Travis. We're gonna get to it, baby. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. Tell him. You tell him what's up. What's up, Andrew? Andrew's Wizardly Reads in the house. Nice to see you, brother. So this is like a mythological story, like a it's about a group of birds, and the birds are like a society, and they all talk and things like that, and they want to go and find this king of all birds, but the king of all birds is an amalgamation of like 30 birds or something like that, and they go on a quest, and it basically is a spiritual quest to find this King of Birds, right? And yeah, Flannery would love the cover. The King of Birds, the peacock, right? The King of Birds, that's for sure. So when I saw it, I grabbed that one. Thank you, Jack. Jack at Rambling Raconteur for that one. So all the others I did a huge book exchange with Rick Harsh from Press, and I sent him a huge box of books, and he sent me a huge box of books. And the rest of these are all from that box of books. I showed some of them. I haven't read Parliament of Fowls. I have not read anything from Chaucer except for the Canterbury Tales, for sure. But we'll see if anybody else has, right? He sent me another, Ishmael Reed is awesome. Rick is hilarious. Rick is ridiculous, I tell you. So, Rick sent me another Gunter Grass that I didn't have, The Flounder. And he says, this is awesome. He's like, oh man, you got to read it. You got to read it. So, that is going up on the TBR. I'm probably going to read. Do it, David. Do it. Do it, David. Nice to see you, brother. Happy Friday. Happy medieval reading. That's for sure. Y'all rock. Very nice to see y'all for sure. So I'm really digging some Gunter Grass. It has been a really cool. Let's read some Chaucer sometime. I'm down to read some Chaucer for sure. For sure, David. Your recommendation. All I've read is Canterbury Tales, and that's all I have. But if you call it, I'll get it. You pick the book, and I'll choose the time. How about that? The box. I don't have the box, and I haven't read it. So I don't know, but of course the Tin Drum is like what everybody loves. But I've gone through the Gunter Grass Reader, which touches on a lot of his works and just is excerpts from a lot of his work, not just his novels, but also his essays and his political writings as well. And then I read The Call of the Toad, and then that's what I finished, is The Call of the Toad. And so the next, I think I'm going to do the Tin Drum, because that's the one that is talked about so much. That is always the best. I'll read the Tin Drum, then I'll read the Flounder, because that's what was given to me and said to be an amazing read. So I'm going to go. What's in the box? So much was in this box. What's in the box? Man, I tell you, see, Gunter Grass wrote so many books that even though I have like a sizable collection, I still there's so many titles that I haven't even heard of. Thank you very much, Rainbow Sky Game Pro, for sure. Yeah, as far as I can tell, his fiction is better. His mind was awesome. Like, he had a great imagination, right? Summer, you're awesome, I swear. You're killing Christine over there. So I got something by the other Murakami, and that is Rue Murakami. I got Almost Transparent Blue, and I don't know about it. I don't know what to think, but it says it's a Japanese mixture of A Clockwork Orange and The Stranger. So I mean, I'm there. All right. It might be horrifying, and it's very slim, you know? So it might be like a gut punch, but I am there. I am so there. Almost Transparent Blue. Let me know if you've read anything by Rue Murakami. I'm not very familiar. Also in the box was The Saga of Hugh Glass by John Myers Myers. Two of the same names. Untimely. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. Thank you so much, Tom, for letting me know. Yeah, it does sound wild, and now I know, whenever I want a gut punch of some horrifying writing, Japanese style, I'll go for that one. But I can probably read that thing in a day. It's so short. So we'll see how it goes. I've never read any Paulo Coelho. I've never read any. That's the guy who did the Alchemist, right? That is. Hugh Glass is the Reverend dude. Hugh Glass is the actual historical personage that The Revenant, the movie, is based on. And Rick wrote a book called The Manifold Destiny of Eddie Vegas that is awesome. It's an awesome book. And he said, I mean, of course, he did a lot of research because Hugh Glass is used as a personage in his historical Odyssey part of that book. And so he said that this was the best biography of Hugh Glass that has ever been done. I am gonna read it with a group. Hey Travis, yeah. I'm gonna read it with a group, and I'm going to start it November 1st. I'll do some announcements. I'll do a group kind of thing for it. And yeah, we'll do that. We'll do it up for Infinite Jest for sure. That's how I'm gonna finish out the year. So I'm giving it like 2 months for the reading. The Japanese know how to do horror, that's for sure. Thank you, Danny. Yeah, I've never read it because see, I know a lot about occult and alchemy and esoteric spiritualities and things like that that I shy away from popular stuff on the subject. So I don't go for it because I do know so much about it already that I don't need um I don't need the popular side of esoterica. I want the esoteric side of esoterica. You know what I mean? Um yeah, Travis, The Manifold Destiny of Eddie Vegas is going to blow your mind. It's going to be like the new favorite book of yours. You're going to love it, bro. You're going to love it. It is some of the coolest writing ever. Um, Rick Harsh is amazing with words. I mean, like what he does with it. Dang. So you know what? I like where this is going. Now I don't feel like I'm missing out. Christy, don't feel bad. You can like what you like. You tell them like, look, you can not like what you don't like, and I'll like what I like. Okay, it's all good. I'm not reading Infinite Jest right now. I'm reading Infinite Jest starting in November, which I don't know. It's just going to be the big book that finishes out my year of big books. Hey, Hannah, thank you for coming by. Nice to see you, Hannah. Happy Friday, for sure. I know, right? Dog pile on Paulo Coelho. So funny. Y'all are hilarious, I swear. Yes, it's so good. I don't know. I don't know at all how to pronounce that name. I'm just throwing it out there. Okay, so I got me another Heinlein, Robert Heinlein that I've never read. Found it in the thrift store. This one, I don't know why it's in the box. Actually, the next two are from a thrift store where I picked up the Cormac McCarthy, Starman Jones, Robert Heinlein. I don't know. Heinlein wrote a lot. Like he was prolific. He started writing when he was like after 40, and he still churned out so many novels and great stuff that I don't know where this kind of fits on his in the timeline of his writings. But all that I've read from Heinlein is short stories, which are amazing. He did amazing short stories. And then he did this kind of series, a loose series where it's about people who live for a crazy long time. And I mean, one of the guys that ends up having the genetics to live for a really long time, his name is Lazarus Long, and he um is still alive, like, thousands of years in our future, because they have technology to keep people alive. Then everybody's immortal, basically. But he is the person who was born the longest ago at that point. So he's the longest living human being that there ever will be. And it's his story personally is told in a book called Time Enough for Love, which is amazing. Just amazing. Silji, thank you for coming by. Nice to see you. Happy Friday night. For sure. Friday night for me. Probably late Friday night for you, if not getting into Saturday morning, right? But very cool to see you. I can't wait for Infinite Jest. I can't wait. I have to do it in my year of big books, and I haven't read. Oh yeah, I've read Time Enough for Love. I love that book. Yeah. Thanks for dropping the bomb and the spoiler on the chat, Tyler. It's crazy. What he does in Time Enough for Love is crazy. But it's it's Heinlein. That's what he does. So there's a constant commenter and somebody who supports my channel a lot. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. We can do whatever we want. We can do whatever we want on my channel. That's for sure. So very cool. So I've been talking to Alexa. That's the guy's name, Alexa, the supporter of the channel. And Alexa lives in Serbia, which is, like Middle Europe, right? Uh, Above Greece, um, just that middle part, kind of like around Slovenia, where Corona Samizdat is out of, Hungary, Romania, Yugoslavia, Bulgaria, all those kind of areas right there. And we've been just talking, and he was telling me about the history of his country in some kind of ways. And the day after he's talking to me about that, in the thrift store, I ran across this book, Hidden Agenda: The US NATO Takeover of Yugoslavia. And it is all about a US NATO agenda in that area of the world. And it's what Alexa was talking to me about. Obviously, from a very anti-NATO, anti-United States point of view, this book, this is from activists and journalists that are all very much making the claim that all this there was an agenda to take over that part of the world, and it was enacted, and the narrative that was given to justify it is completely wrong, is not what they said it was going to be, right? Sorry about that. My brother's calling me. I got 4 younger brothers, if y'all didn't know. I don't know if I've probably said it before on the channel, but I don't say it often. But I'm the oldest of 5 boys. So I have 4 younger brothers that are all super cool, and we have a lot of fun. But 2 of them are grown and have their own families, and 2 of them are younger. One of the younger ones has a young boy named Link. So I have Zelda and he has Link, right? And then the youngest brother does not have a kid and is not married at this point, not yet. So the last 2 from the book haul is Buddhism and the Emerging World Civilization. This is a collection of essays, and C.S. Lewis is in here, David Miller is in here, and Frank Hoffman is in here, and I don't recognize other contributors by name, but David Lee Miller is the writer of Philosophy of Creativity, and he did part of the editing for this book, put out by Southern Illinois Press, and I can't wait to get to it. Y'all know that I love some Buddhism, and this will be a very cool kind of thing that I can dip into essays, right? And then I got a beast of a book, but that is verily yeah, right? I don't know who that is on the front, if that's not Nolan Pliny Jacobson. I don't know. See, it's essays in honor of Nolan Pliny Jacobson. I don't know who that is, but it is what it is about is Buddhism as a universal religion, a universal belief system that everybody can believe in Buddhism without believing in anything except for practice, right? Just meditate and work on your personality, work on your mind states. And I'm very much in that place. I mean, I see Buddhism as a very universal religion that doesn't require much at all from the person to believe in. They just have to practice is what it comes down to. So the last and final on the book haul was The Public Burning by Robert Coover. So I've never read any Coover. Coover is another of these big, postmodern badass writers. And one of the check this, it is genuinely shocking. An encyclopedic narrative of the kind Edward Mendelssohn has traced back from Pynchon's Gravity's Rainbow to Ulysses and then Rabelais. So it is on a major achievement of conscience and imagination. And we have Nixon doing his, pony show up there. It's ridiculous. So it comes so highly regarded, and I've never read any Coover, so it is on. I will get to it. So that's it for the haul. Like, what a ridiculous amount of books. And I didn't buy all those. Like I said, most of those were part of this huge book exchange that I did with Rick. Um, the book that I'm reading, current reads, the book that I'm reading with Pavio. Yeah. Yeah, used to be the worst we could imagine. Now, the United States has taken it to a whole nother level, right? It's ridiculous. Yeah. I'm almost at Peg's level. Well, see, I had to give up a box full of books. I gave up a box full of books to get this box full of books. So it's not exactly a haul. I know that I'm not getting. Yeah, the Public Burning gets crazy good things said about it, Alan. It's definitely right up our alley, brother, for sure. And you can't, I mean, I couldn't even. It came out in 1977. That's when it dropped. All right, so current reads. That's right. Second to Peg is not a bad place to be at all. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind being where Peg's at. I mean, what an amazing personal library you have, Peg. It's awesome. So Pavio and I are reading The Door by Magda Szabo, and you can see I'm over halfway, but only a little bit over halfway. Halfway through this novel, and we have had some really cool conversation. And even just last night, just by getting to the halfway point and just a little past it, we started really seeing something happening. And when it comes down to it, it's an amazingly well written book. So I wouldn't be surprised if we are being played. You know what I mean? Like Magda Szabo knows exactly what she's doing with this book at this point. So halfway through, we're thinking that we kind of are starting to figure something out. And when it comes down to it, I think that we're being played. and and we'll see. We'll see if we're right. We'll see if we're right because there he goes. That's right. This is a wild book. There's two major characters. It's two women. One is a writer and a very intellectual and a successful writer, and the other is her house keeper named Emerence, who is taking care of her house, who is kind of a peasant class, nothing to it, but she is amazing. Emerence is so hardcore, like she's always working. She's always doing so much stuff. She's probably richer than our main character. She probably has all the money, more money than she ever needs. And it is a great book. I can already tell you, Summer, it is a great book. It's so good. We're having a lot of fun. Get him, Christy. Yes. next Pavio we see will be Pavio in a dress cooking. I need a Pavio at the stove. It's so ridiculous. I love your videos, bro. I think everybody does. Yeah, Magda Szabo is a great writer. There is some beautiful, beautiful writing in that book. Beautiful words, beautiful words. Yes. Uh, uh, Emerence is one of the most. I mean, this whole book is a roller coaster. I mean, it's a roller coaster. Right when things start getting good, it goes sour. It's just like it's back and forth and over. It's ridiculous. So I'm reading that right now. And then I am reading my boy, Off the Wall Novels. So Daniel Backer is Off the Wall Novels, right? On YouTube. But on Instagram, his Instagram is Daniel Backer Author. That's the name of it, right? So if you go to Daniel Backer Author, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. It's too bright, isn't it? It's way too bright. So if you go to Daniel Backer Author on Instagram, you can see some of his new book. Daniel Backer wrote a book. Off the Wall Novels wrote a book. That's him right there. Check out his YouTube. He's the one that did the Oblivion discussion with me just a couple of weeks ago. It was really fun. And I am reading a kind of beta reading. It's not completely out yet, but I am reading that your new novel. And I just blanked on the even though I just had it up. I just blanked on it. So go ahead and put it in there. Lionel Lancet and the Right Vibe. That's what it is. Lionel Lancet and the Right Vibe by Daniel Backer. So I'm checking that out. It's been I haven't read enough to say anything about it. I've read a chapter and a half, and this week, like I'm saying, it's just been I have not had any time to read. So I've been going through the door, and I've gotten halfway through a week. You know what I mean? I could read that book in 4 days if I was free to just read however I wanted. Yeah, there we go. I'll put it up there. There you go. I'll put it up on the screen there for sure. So I'm definitely down to check that out. I will be checking it out. I'm gonna read it before the end of the year or the end of the month for sure. And thank you for letting me get in on the ground floor of that, brother. I really, really enjoy debut novels. Debut novels are some of my favorite novels, even if you might say like the debut novel by John Williams is Nothing But the Night. I read that this year. And of course, it's not as good as Stoner. It's not as strong as his best work, but I love Nothing But the Night because I love to see an author do their first idea, their first novel. It's such a beautiful thing, and I've actually read a lot of cool. Cool. Thank you, Rainbow Sky Game Proud. I tell you what, I will definitely bump it up. And where did I put it? There it goes. So when I finish the door, I will I'll start on Conference of the Birds. I'm doing a couple of reads for July. We're doing The Sound and the Fury, and I'm doing the second book in the Dragonlance Chronicles, and I'll do the Conference of the Birds. So I mean, there's more. There's definitely enough space for that for sure. And it comes so highly recommended, and it's totally my kind of story. I love mythologies. I love the stories, and I mean, I kind of have a good idea what it's about, but I want to experience it. That's for sure. Very cool. And then I'm doing a slow, leisurely read with Yasmin at To the Lit House, Angela at Literature Science Alliance, Evie at She Was Only Evie. And those are the different channels that are in on Reading Exhalation by Ted Chiang with me. And we're just going through story by story. talking about it as we go, very leisurely, no time frame, whatever, you know? But this is awesome. This was awesome. Totally awesome. I have not at all shared my thoughts on the first Dragonlance books. I have not shared my thoughts at all on the first Dragonlance book. Uh, but I have read it. I tell you, I was very underwhelmed uh by it, to tell you the truth. Um I can see I see exactly why I loved it as a young reader. I mean, before I read the the Dragonlance Chronicles, I hadn't read hardly anything. I mean, I did read a lot even as a young kid, read kids books, you know what I mean? But it was like the first book that I read, you know what I mean? Like book that I've read. You want to read the next story tomorrow? Let's read the next story tomorrow, Yasmin. For sure. Let's do it. We'll do the next story tomorrow because I'm down. I mean, I'm super down. And this short story collection is really strong and fun. But the Dragonlance Chronicles, I can see why I loved it when I was a kid, but it is not a well-written story. It's not a very strong story. It's not very strong characters, and it's just not something that I would ever recommend to an adult reader. That's for sure. So, that's just that. That is just that. Thank you everybody for coming by. Happy Friday. It's already been an hour. Can you believe it? Well, but I did show so many books. It was so many books. Well, I'll read it this weekend. We can start talking about it whenever. And Angela already said, yeah, if y'all want to go on to the next story, then go ahead. You know what I mean? So if we want to, we'll just start talking for sure. Look at Danny. Why are you giving me the heart eyes, Danny? What did I do? Thank you for the stream, Rainbow Guy Sky Gay and Proud. You know, I say every time when it comes down to it, you guys make this so fun. It's all about hanging out. It's all about rocking together. It's all about uh, you know, the community and stuff. So I don't do anything just you know unto myself. It's all about everybody hanging out. So thank you everyone, and creators and non-creators alike. If you see somebody that doesn't have a YouTube channel, then they probably are from Instagram, or they're just commenters. And I mean, everybody's so appreciated. Thank you so much for making Fridays so fun, and checking out my book haul and everything. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. Get to the pool. I know I'm going to get to a pool this weekend. We're going to be rocking. Catch you on the next one, BookTube. Bye bye.